And I am live. Hello and welcome to a very special watch along of the Monaco Grand Prix, where it's not just going to be the Monaco Grand Prix. No, because the Monaco Grand Prix, I've said this on previous streams, on previous videos that I've made. The Monaco Grand Prix is the most boring race that there is. It just is. And because it's so boring, I'm like, let's get a little bit of entertainment going, right? So let's do something a little special for the Monaco Grand Prix to hopefully entertain you a bit, to entertain myself a bit, which is build Legos, right? So, first of all, I'm going to start off with this, and I might actually get to the other one. Because this week we had the release of two special helmets, the special helmets for the 1000th race of McLaren. In honor of that, they decided to give Oscar and Lando special helmets for the Monaco Grand Prix. Oscar will have Oscar has a blue and papaya helmet. Lando has a yellow and papaya helmet, and they're wearing these right now for this race. So I figured, how about I built this during the Monaco Grand Prix to make sure that I effectively entertain myself and hopefully you as well during the boring parts of the race. Because let's be fair, Monaco, you can't overtake. I don't even think with the current cars that you can overtake, because there also is no straight mode. There's no active arrow, as they call it, which is effectively the wings opening up. So they have done a lot to make sure that you really can't overtake during this race. So that's not to say that positions can't change, because of course you do still have a race start where if you get a better start than the car next to you, you might actually be able to take them. But outside of the race start, then you will just be in a DRS or what am I trying to say? No DRS train. You'll just be in a train of cars following one another, not being able to pass one another. So it's like, okay, that's very boring. And in addition to that, we do have pit stops, of course. So when pit stops do come into play, when certain strategy calls are being made, what tires you're going to start on, when you're going to come in, safety cars, that could also be a thing. Like, can you get a safety car exactly at the moment that you want to pit? If you do, then you might be able to get a cheap pit stop compared to everyone else. But that's the question. Are you able to get it compared to everyone else? But outside of that, outside of the start and the pit stops, I don't see anyone, passing anyone in this race, if I'm being honest. I might be proven wrong. I actually kind of hope I'm wrong. For the sake of Formula One, I hope I'm wrong. But simply because I don't really have a lot of faith that I'm going to be proven wrong. Also because there was a part of me that was hoping for rain. There was, when I checked the weather prediction last week, it said that there was a chance of rain for Sunday, but that doesn't seem to be the case, because I'm watching the race right now and it's very sunny. So because there's no rain and it's just going to be one stop during the entire race, I think it's going to be a fairly boring one. So let's start with this one then. Why I went live a little bit earlier than usual, but hey, I don't think there's any harm in that, because it just gives me a little bit more time to get this built done. I will say I do want to quickly dive into the predictions that I made on the F1 website, because they have been god awful, and that's fun. It is, but whatever. Anyway, so the predictions that I made. Predict the podium for the Monaco Grand Prix. I said that Charles Leclerc would win the race. He would have won if he had been able to not make a mistake on his final lap and actually put it on pole. I do think that Charles had a good chance there, but no. It was Kimi instead, who I have second. And then I have Lewis in third. Who actually is in third. So Lewis in third, yeah, there's that. I said that Charles would take pole. No, that was Kimi. I said that Lewis would finish ahead of Max in qualifying. No, Max finished ahead. Okay. I did get one right so far. Will Aston Martin get a car in Q2? No, Aston Martin is god awful apparently. Which team? Now these are the predictions that are still completely open. Which team will set the fastest pit stop of the race? I said Red Bull. We'll see about that. How many times will the red flag be used? I said 0. I know it's a bit ballsy, but let's be fair. I don't really see that many crashes that will happen that can cause a red flag. I think a safety car will do. So we'll see. This one did well. This one, I made a short about this yesterday. Who finishes ahead in the Grand Prix? I was convinced that it would be Bortoleto out of the 4, which are Hadjar, Lawson, Behrman, and Bortoleto. I said Bortoleto. I was so convinced he had such good practice form, and then no. And it turns out that Hadjar actually put it in 5th. Hadjar is in front of our cars. That hurts. That really hurts. Anyway, then question, where did Franco Colapinto finish? I said 11th to 22nd. Now, where did he even qualify? Starting grid. Let's see. Colapinto is starting in 14th. So that seems like a fairly good shout. As long as he doesn't retire, because there's also an option of not classified. We'll see about that. Anyway, who will set the fastest lap? I said Lewis. Still possible. I don't know. And then will we see all 22 cars complete the first lap of the race? I say no. I personally think that someone will crash on the first lap, and we already get a safety car on the second lap. Those are my predictions. Share yours in the chat if you're watching right now. And if you're watching, welcome to a special watch along of the Monaco Grand Prix, where I'm going to be building some Legos to hopefully keep you entertained because the race is probably going to be boring. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the stream. It helps me out. And subscribe to the channel for more Formula 1, 2, and 3 content. I have been live for the entire weekend for all the competitive sessions yesterday and today. Already did the F2 and F3 races this morning. But yeah, it's time for the F1 race. And it's time for the build. So let's open this one up. So everyone knows, this is set number 43017. It will have almost 800 pieces with 793. I got these from my local toy store yesterday for a discounted price, which is nice because I think Lego.com has them for 90 euros and I got them for 75, which I do think is quite a big difference. All right, let's get into the build then. That's always fun to open this up. I suppose I should show the box a little bit before I rip it open entirely, because there are some parts here. Because of course, you have the front where you see the helmet, his name, his autograph, a minifigure of Oscar, which I like. I'm going to show that a little bit later. Then you have the top of it, the 1000th Grand Prix, the 1-to-1 minifigure scale, and his name again. He is on the side, picture of him. Of course, Oscar 81. And then we have the back where you see a couple of angles of the helmet. So yeah, that is what that all looks like. Of course, I'm repping him today. He was the McLaren that finished, that qualified ahead. Now, I will say that's probably more so because Lando made a mistake on his final lap. I do think Lando overall was looking better in qualifying up until the final lap, where he made a mistake and Oscar actually pipped him. But we are starting 7th and 8th, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hope that we can do something with strategy, because if we're not able to do anything, we're going to finish 7th and 8th, and that is just a terrible, terrible result. How are we behind Hadjar? All due respect to Hadjar, actually he had a good qualifying. He out-qualified George. But how is a team like we should have the 2nd fastest car? How are we all of a sudden the 4th fastest car? We are 4th, comprehensively behind Mercedes and Ferrari and even Red Bull. This is nuts. Anyway, let's see what we have. The bags. instruction manual, and there are some stickers. Yeah. All right. So we have an instruction manual, as per usual. Let's see. We have 6. 1. I'm going to start with you. We have 2 sticker sheets here. Seems like. This is weird. This is an extra piece. 5, 4, 3, and 2. All right. And an extra piece. I'll just open this one up then. All right. I am going to switch to the live race broadcast now. And the way that I do this is I will go back 20 seconds compared to the actual live broadcast so you can sync it up. I will make sure that I point out parts what I can see. I, of course, can't show any of the live footage because that would be a massive copyright infringement, and I don't think that's particularly legal. So I can't be showing anything, but you just have to listen to what I'm describing. You can sync it up with me, watch it along with me. That's how these things go. This is the visor. Cute. You can hope that the later DNFs. Yeah, I suppose that's something you can do, Ruth. Overcut. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's start with the build. So the way that the build is also going to go is I'm going to be building as long as not much is really happening. So right now they're just previewing the race. Not much is happening. By the time we get to like start, that is of course when I will pay attention. But up until then, all right. Anyway, go away. So this is pretty standard. Then for the first page, this is cute. Yep. So over here, we have a side-by-side comparison of the minifigure with Oscar himself, and then the helmet. And then we get into the build. All right. Have fun. It is interesting that essentially the two on the front row don't have great starts, and the two behind do. So we'll see. We'll see if Max and or if Lewis and Shaw are able to do anything starting on the second row of the grid. No, no. Let's not remind us of Canada. It was terrible. I hated it. I hated it. Don't do that. The 2026 Monaco Grand Prix. Are we all ready for this? So, I have F1 TV. Intro has started. Paris. Buff. Pinto. Gasly. Bortoleto. Hulkenberg. Ocon. Behrman. Stroll. Alonso. Lindblad. Lawson. Sainz. Albon. Lewis. Shaw. Hajar. Max. Kimi. George. Oscar. And Lando. All right. Monaco Grand Prix. Let's go. Oh, that's cute. That's fun. Shaking. All right. So there's no active arrow. There's no DRS. There's nothing to help overtaking because it's Monaco, and it's like, yeah, fuck that anyway. Right? I'm crazy. All right. So the starting grid has the Aston Martins at the back row, because of course. Then Bottas and Behrman, and then it's the other. It's their teammates, Perez and Ocon. Bortoleto is not on the grid. Oh, damn it. All right. Colapinto, Hulkenberg, yeah. Bortoleto might not even start this race. So that's great. Then we have the Williams pair in 12th and 11th. Then Lawson and Gasly, commendable efforts from them. Then it's us, 8th and 7th. Oh, boy. Russell and Hajar. Shaw and Lewis, Ferrari pair. By the way, it's a lot of pairs, a lot of teammates next to one another, and then we have Max and Kimi. Anyway, I finished OP, Oscar Piastri. Oh, David Coulthard has won twice, huh? It is the shortest run to the braking zone, so that's why even if you get like a better start than the car in front, it's still difficult to really get past fully. Right, formation lap has started. Pretty much everyone is on mediums, with the exception of Bortoleto. The Bortoleto isn't on the grid, and then both the Cadillacs. So Cadillac are going with an interesting strategy, Paul. Then we'll see how that turns out. The by the way, the idea is you can just do one lap on softs and pit, and just stay out for the remainder of the race and see where you end up. Like that's honestly not the worst strategy for Monaco because safety cars are definitely a factor. Like you can actually rely on a safety car in Monaco. All right, this is who is it? I think that's Oscar. Yeah, that's Oscar. That's Lando. Hugelow's hairpin. Yeah, congratulations to all of McLaren for not delivering a car to actually properly compete for the 1000th Grand Prix. Um, and yes, I am pessimistic about that, but I'm honestly like we should have the second fastest car. Are so far off. All right, Kimmy is into his grid slot. Everyone else is slotting in as well. I'm going to quickly pause the build to watch the start. Everyone is slotting in. I see both the McLaren slotting in. We now are at Rascas, where the Aston Martins are rounding the final corner. So these are the final cars getting onto the main straight. On board of Max. All right, the Aston Martins are onto the main straight, and Stroll is slotted into his red spot. which means we should have a green flag at the back. I can't see it because it's not exactly a straight, it's like a turn. But we have one, two, three, four, five red lights. Go. Max has a terrible start. Max is not. Max is not going. Max instantly retired. Let's see. Oh, Max is completely gone already. Oh my God. Antonelli actually had a good start. Then it's Ferrari 2-3. Then it's I think Hadjar in fourth, Russell in fifth, and one of the McLarens has been passed by Gasly. Gasly passed one of the McLarens. That is fucking great. Lando is passed by Gasly. Awesome. Oh dear. Oh, Gasly is ahead of Lando and is behind Oscar. Great, great. So, what happened with Max there? Oh my God. What happened with Max? He just completely lost drive or something. Is he even going? I want. What should I do? Just bring it home, please, Max. Okay. I don't know what to make of this. All right, Behrman is making a pit stop. Bottas is making a pit stop, and Bortoleto actually started the race and is making a pit stop. And Max is also in the pits. But is Max going to retire or is he going to continue? Max is retiring. Oh my God, Max has retired from the race. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, Max is retiring from the race. Oh shit. Wow. By the way, Perez has started very well. He is up to 14th. He started, I think, 18th or 17th. Wow. By the way, the gaps are already being formed. Antonelli is pretty clear of Hamilton. Then Leclerc already has a bit of a gap to Hadjar. Hadjar has a bit of a gap to Russell. Russell has a bit of a gap to Piastri. Um, then actually the closest battle in the top 10 is Gasly and Norris. Lando is looking at Gasly. Come on, Lando. The gap between Russell and Oscar is just huge. That's frustrating. Oh, I see what happened with Lando. Lando was very close to Oscar, had to back out of it because they were too close, and that's how Gasly got him on the inside. That's what happened at the start. Yeah, it was completely wow. Max is really mad with that one. God, Lando was almost into the wall. No further investigation for Russell being out of position. Okay. Perez out of position under investigation. Okay. Closest fight is Hulkenberg and Sainz for P11. The issue is that Lando is still right behind Gasly, but Monaco, he can't overtake. Sucks. Yeah, how is Lando going to get past Gasly? Like, how do you do this? Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. He nearly launched Pascal Airline into the harbor. Yeah. Whoa. Oh boy. Paris is given a drive-through. That's a very hefty penalty, but okay. By the way, this is crazy. We are 10 laps in, and Paris, without that drive-through, is already 17.8 seconds off the back of Ocon. That is insane. Oh, Ocon pits. That's early. Onto fresh hards. That will be for the remainder of the race. Let's see. Did Paris take Bortoletto's grid spot? Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did. Okay, that's why you got to drive through. Yeah, that makes sense. Pit stop for Hulkenberg onto Hartz. Interesting to see some undercut attempts here. All right, the first bag is done. So far, it's purely like the stand and some internal structure going on, but quite colorful, you know. Nothing too crazy just yet. So let's get into back two. A lot of deck on these tires. The rears are very hot, according to Lewis. Interesting. By the way, is that Lewis saying my tires are gone? Because despite the fact that he is claiming that his tires are like fading, he's still actually slowly gaining on Kimmy. Like slowly, not too crazy, but he is gaining. George Russell is now right behind Hadjar, but the question is he really going to be able to do something here? Okay, Alex, let's get that one right. Lewis Hamilton in 2019 beat Max Verstappen to the win, not Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel was not an issue there. Max Verstappen was because Max Verstappen was second, but he got a penalty. That's the reason why he dropped back. Sebastian Vettel at no point had any chance of winning that race. Max did. Uh, Hajar has graining. He won't be able to last much longer. Well, George, sucks for you. You're behind him around Monaco. If he's not going to be able to do much, then you're not going to be able to do much because good luck getting past him. Okay, Hajar is saying that his front tires are pretty much gone. Oh, there's that. Interesting, by the way, that already Several drivers are coming onto the radio claiming to have tires not where they want them to be. Oh, interesting. Let's see. We're looking at Hajar's tires. Yeah, Hajar's left front is looking not great. That's for sure. Oh, Bottas is being pitted, and it seems like he's retiring from the race because this is not a normal pit stop. So that's another retirement. Oh, by the way, my I do think my prediction came in because will every single car finish the first lap? No, Max did not finish the first lap, or did he? George, how much pace do you have in clear air? At least 1 second. I think they're thinking of pitting George early. So it seems that an undercut might be a thing. How about we pit Lando? How about we try this out with Lando? I wouldn't mind that, you know? Would not mind that at all. Henchar is already 11 seconds behind Shaw. That's nuts. And Oscar is 10 seconds behind George. Ugh. How about we just pit one of our cars, guys? How about we pit Lando? Lando is stuck behind Gasly. Just pit him. Do the undercut. Go for it. Do something. Wow, Hadjar is really complaining. Something wrong. Something's wrong. First gear not usable. Oh dear. Hadjar is having massive issues in that car. George is extremely close. Are we actually going to see a pass around Monaco? Okay. That would be a horror weekend for Red Bull if both Red Bulls, because one is already out of the race and the other one is having massive issues, it seems. Also, the funny thing is, a lot of tracks don't even use first gear because first gear is way too low for most of the tracks, for most of the corners around the calendar. But Monaco is one of the tracks where you actually do need first gear, especially considering the hairpin that you have. So, yeah, Hadjar is massively losing time compared to the car ahead. He's already almost 13 seconds behind Shaw now. It is 13 seconds now. Mode 6 is what they're telling him. As soon as I have a solution, I'll come to you. They don't have a solution to help Hadjar. That's crazy. Guys, can we pit Lando, please? Let's do an undercut. We're already 21 laps into the race. Lando will be able to take the hard until the end. No question about that. Give him some space. He's stuck, completely stuck behind Hadjar. Something's going to explode. The engine is not healthy. They're trying to work on a fix. Okay. Wow. It's, dramatic. Russell is very close here, but he can't make it yet because it's Monaco. It doesn't matter if you have an engine issue or whatever kind of issue. Passing around Monaco is just goddamn impossible. At least in the dry conditions, right? Oh, Cynthia Erivo. Oh, by the way, the commentators are saying that this is good for George, but George being stuck behind Hadjar is not good for him because it's actually slowly bringing Oscar back into it. Because Oscar is cutting the gap to George. Like the gap from Oscar to George was over 8 seconds, and now it's slightly over six. So Oscar is slowly left of George here, despite you know being much slower. Yeah, 5.9. It's interesting how Monaco is such an anomaly compared to everything else. If your car is fast, or it might look fast a couple of circuits, you come to Monaco and all of a sudden you're just fucking nowhere. That's just what Monaco is, right? Uh, actually, a fairly technical build, I got to be honest. Ah, come on, open up. There you go. Come on. There we go. Oh, and that has to go in there, huh? All right. Highly technical, as I said. Ooh, Shaw cut the corner. Cut the chicane. Hadjar is already 20 seconds behind Shaw. This is insane. Like, this is hurting George. It really is. Oscar is only 4.8. Like, Oscar is slowly gaining here. Guys, can we pit Lando already? Can we just pit Lando right now? Do an undercut. I can't believe how bad we are with strategy calls sometimes. I think it's absolutely the perfect moment to try and do something different. Already, like We're one third into the race. I think it's doable. Come on, pit Lando. Is Lando coming in? No. Um, oh, Russell's extremely close there. Hadjar's covering him off. Yeah, can go through there. Lewis is 10 seconds behind Kimi. Hadjar 25 seconds. Oh my god. And like George is not able to pass. So in the meantime, Oscar's just slowly closing up. Gap is down to 3.5 now. That's fun. Guys, pit Lando already. Christ. Lando, if he pits, is going to emerge behind Hulkenberg. Behind Hulkenberg. Yo, what are we trying to do here? Which, by the way, that is also credit to the Audi team for putting Hulkenberg early and making sure that he has an opportunity to get that undercut to work. But oh my God, why are we not pitting? I don't see how we're not pitting. It's crazy. Oh, Hadjar cut the chicane. Stays ahead, but boy. By the way, show you have a free pit stop. Make it. I truly don't understand why more people are not just trying a pit stop right now. Hamilton pits. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Solid stop. 2.1. That's a very good stop. So Ferrari goes for the undercut here. How about other people try that as well? Because Hamilton just emerges in third, comfortably ahead of Hadjar. Hadjar, with his issues, of course, is going to just stay well behind. That's no threat whatsoever. Pit Lando. Christ. McLaren is so difficult to get this one right. Like Lando actually has a pretty comfortable gap to Lawson. Where would he fall back to? So that's 14, 17. Yeah, he would actually be behind Hulkenberg. That's right. But okay, fine, behind Hulkenberg, whatever. It doesn't matter. Hit him. A smidgen. Sure. All right, Lando, please hit. Uh, no, it's still not happening. God, this is frustrating. You know. Um, crap. All right, Behrman has retired. Okay, interesting. Misfiring. Oh God. Oh no. No. Box box for George. Okay, here we go. 2.4 stop. George. Very technical build. All right, that's back 2 done. Turning out to be a very technical build. I was not really expecting that, gotta be honest. But back 2, more internal work really going on. Colapinto, 0 centimeters, too close to the wall. Thank you, AWS, for that graphic. Oh, God. Graphics, right. How's your pets? All right, that's 3.1 stop. Red Bull will not have the fastest pit stop. I'm wrong about that, so cool. And Hadjar is behind George Russell. There you go. That happened. Speeding in the pit lane for Lewis. At least he has like a huge gap behind, so he should be okay. That's fine. Do you see the issue with the PU? Oh, for fuck's sake. Lewis Hamilton has a 5-second time penalty, but it's not going to matter much because he has a huge gap and he's going to be okay. There's an issue with Lando's PU. That sucks. No power. Again. Lando already retired from the last race, guys. What the fuck is this? Oh, Lando cut the chicane. Oh, man. You know, the thing is, at the very least, Lando won the world championship last year. And I already knew that I had to give up on this year. So whatever's happening, let it happen. It's what it is. Leclerc, box. Charles in the pits. It's a bit of a slow stop for Charles. 3.3. It's not the best. Well, Hamilton is clearly ahead. No question about that. By the way, Lando, with his power unit issues, is still behind Gasly. Like, still within a second behind Gasly. So, fine. Leave it. Monaco is like literally the only race where you can have issues, well, whatever, and you can still finish in a decent position as long as the car doesn't completely break down. Colapinto, as I like to call it, Colapito. I know I'll see myself out. Russell reported speeding in the pit lane. Interesting. So yeah. Oh, Kimmy pits. All right. Big moment. Mercedes for the lead. Fine stop. 2.3. That was very solid for him. And he is well clear of Lewis in second place. All right. So, yeah, the entire top three has pitted. Oscar has not, and Oscar is still 14 seconds behind. Uh, fuck me. Yeah, there's that. Five-second time penalty for George Russell. At the moment, that is completely fine because there is no one within 5 seconds of him behind. But yeah, he sped in the pit lane apparently. Listen to you all hopeful. Yeah, exactly. Why are we so hopeful that we will actually see a car pass another car around Monaco? Don't get delusional, Jolien. Yeah, Jolien is going to squeal if we get an overtake. There is a little bit of an issue with pinning early, and that's you get into traffic and you're not able to pass. So there's also that about a potential undercut. But by the way, we are 40 laps in, and there are just medium runners who are just still running on the same tires that they started on, and doesn't seem to be that much of an issue for being fair. Where's the other one? Oh, there we go. By the way, George is now right behind Lando as well, who's behind Gasly, and that's just staying in a nice little train. Let's see if Gasly or if Hadjar is going to be able to catch up to them now. Colapinto speeding into pit lane. Well, that's the next 5-second penalty. What the fuck? I love these British terms, but oh my god, you've been a bit of a wally. What the hell kind of term is that? British is so funny sometimes. You've been a bit of a wally. What the hell? Lando, we want to do the holding strategy on Russell. We want to build up the seconds over the next couple of laps. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, George is gonna hate it. Oh, that's delightful. I love it. Rather you've been a Wally. 5-second penalty for Colapinto. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, George Norris is backing me up. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And you can't do anything about it, George. Oh, I love it. uh, but George, there's absolutely nothing you can do about being held up. That's just how it works. That's just Monaco for you. Love it. Back to normal pace. Just hold this gap to Gasly. Okay. Ooh, Lando goes defensive. Very defensive. Crossing the line at pit exit. Okay. Interesting being noted for that. I'm not entirely sure what that will lead to. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. That's the right one. Albon pits. Albon is onto the softs. A fresh set of softs. Wait. Oh, Lando's breaking down. Oh. Lando's car is giving up. Oh, shoot. Bottas makes his pit stop. Lost some pits. We have had it. What round is this? Let's see. We have had 1, 2, 3. This is round six of the World Championship, and Lando has not completed the race distance in 3 of them. Lando has not been able to get half of the races done. Fuck no! What is this liability? This is insane. Oh my god. Gasly pits. It's just not our year, is it? It's absolutely not our year. Not even close. Absolute fucking depression. Yeah. It's not looking great for the new regulations, Jolien. You're allowed to criticize the regulations. Black and white track for Stroll track limits. What the hell has he been doing? Oscar's coming in. Finally. Oh, wait. What happened with Albon? Oscar seemed to have a good stop, 2.2. That's not bad. So Oscar loses position to George and Hadjar. Is he ahead of Gasly at the very least? Yeah, he is. Oh, Albon just messed up. Jeez, what the hell? Leaving track, gaining an advantage for Albon. Okay. If we were to stop again on the safety car, we have plenty of more. Kimmy, relax. He's talking about a potential safety car. He's not talking about stopping again. Of course not. It's crazy. Monaco is a one stop without any interference or anything. All right, I'm thinking I might not be able to finish this helmet on time before the end of the race because I'm only going to start back 4. This means that I'm roughly halfway through. We're well over half race distance here. I thought it was quicker than this. Maybe there was more than I could do, but yeah, it's okay. Lando's helmet will have to wait for another time, I suppose. I overestimated my building capabilities, eh? Oh, Gasly under investigation, speeding in the pit lane. That's the next one. Not that it matters. He has more than 5 seconds compared to the car behind him. Penalties to serve. Yes, we know. We know. It doesn't matter because all of them have more than 5 seconds to the car behind. That's fine. Gasly, 5 second time penalty. Again, he's well clear of the car behind him, so it's fine. Wait, is George going to be lapped? Wait, is George going to be lapped? Oh my God, George is going to be lapped. There's one car in between them. Now there's no car. George is going to be lapped. That is insane. Oh, oh, it's actually nice that a lot of these things are still printed pieces. Because with it being printed, you can't really make too many mistakes in terms of the lining up. So yeah, very nice. Like you still, because I was looking at the stickers, I was thinking, oh, there's some stickers, but actually you also got a lot of printed pieces, so that's cool. Oh, Shaw is going to finish second because there's actually oh, interesting because of the time penalty that Shaw has, or that Lewis has. 5 second time penalty for Lance Stroll, probably for speeding in the pit lane, huh? What else is new? Oh no. Oscar's gonna get a 5 second time penalty. Fucking hell. Again, it doesn't really matter because first of all, the car behind him has a 5 second time penalty as well, and second of all, he has more than 5 seconds anyway. So George is noted for crossing the line, and he did do that. He did cross the line there. Yeah, Oscar Piastri, 5 second time penalty. What the fucking oh, so much for a 1,000th Grand Prix, huh? I buy your fucking helmets, and you give Lando a car that can't finish the fucking race, and Oscar is just absolutely nowhere and gets a 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Fuck me. Look, this is the exact reason why, for the past 2 years, I have enjoyed every single McLaren win. I have loved every single McLaren, maybe with the notable exception of Hungary in 2024 and Silverstone in 2025. Those were moments where I was a little pissed off with the team. But other than that, I have celebrated every win. I have enjoyed every win because this is exactly what happens. You're in the lead, you're the most successful team, you're winning championships, and all of a sudden it gets flipped on its head, and it's like, no, you're not winning championships anymore. Enjoy it while it lasts. And I will not have anyone ever tell me to not enjoy something because of whatever. Like I saw so many McLaren haters. Oh my shut up. Kimmy, fastest lap. We don't need them, but he's putting them in anyway. That is funny. By the way, this is by no means an easy set to piece together. You really need to pay attention. So it might not have been the best idea to piece this together while I'm trying to watch the race. Not that too much is happening. It is not. It's not the worst Monaco Grand Prix that I've ever seen. It's actually fairly. There's stuff happening, so it's not the. It's absolutely not the worst Monaco Grand Prix, despite no overtaking. But there are different strategies going on, so that's at least something to look at. I've seen way like 2024 Monaco was terrible, was absolute garbage. And I will not have anyone tell me that 2024 Monaco was in the slightest bit entertaining. It was arguably the worst race I've ever seen. And that is if we're not counting Belgium 2021, because we're not counting Belgium 2021. That was not a race. That was 3 hours of watching rain fall. So what happened with Shaw? It was just close to the wall or something? That was close to the wall. Uh, no. He's not leaving a margin, Alex. Oh, oh, Stroll's out. Oh, it's a safety car, isn't it? That has to be a safety car. Yeah, there is a safety car. All right, lap 60. Interesting. So one Mercedes went past, another Mercedes went past. Box for Hamilton. Let's see. So Hajar goes past. Oh shit! I messed this one up. Oh no, I messed this one up. No! Oh, I completely messed this one up. Oh, slow stop for Shaw. Yeah, Shaw should have stayed out. Definitely should have stayed out. Shit. Ah, I hate doing it with my teeth, but I do. I did have to. I messed this one up. Oh, I messed this up. Shit. I'll cross through the pit lane. All right, Russell pits. Or this is Antonelli. Slow stop. Hazard is ahead of Russell. Jeez. Hamilton pits. Boom. Also, by the way, did lose a place. Wait, did Upper not serve his penalty? Why? Why are still all those exclamation marks there? You would assume that they would do the no. Oscar did his penalty. He had an 8.8 second stop. I'm pretty sure he did the penalty. Yeah, everyone did their penalty. Also, Ferrari once again did a Ferrari because Shaw was sure to actually get Hamilton because of the penalty. Then they decided to box both, effectively holding up Shaw and completely screwed him over. Yeah, Shaw is really mad, and he has every right to be because they completely fucked him over there. Oh, George didn't serve his penalty then. That's weird. But I know that Oscar did serve his penalty. Gasly didn't pit. This is some drama to the end of the Grand Prix, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I was thinking Oscar has served his penalty. Okay, they actually took away Oscar's penalty marker because he has served his. All right, so I'm actually glad that they served Oscar's penalty. Like, sure, he dropped the position behind Gasly, but that's only because Gasly didn't make his pit stop. Now, Oscar is able to catch up to Gasly. If he just keeps within the gap, he doesn't lose a place anyway, so it's fine. Whoa, 1000th Grand Prix. Lando retired. Oscar is in 7th. Whoa. Fucking hell. A momentous occasion. It's one to forget. It's absolutely one to forget. Also, I've not ever seen this many penalties for speeding in the pit lane ever. And I've been watching Formula One for quite a while. So I'm like, how is it possible that everyone just sped in the pit lane? George is complaining. It's starting this lap. All right. Late drama is happening. All right, safety car restart. We're into the swimming pool chicane. Antonelli already went. That was early restart for him. That makes sense. Wait, where's Shaw? Where's Shaw? Shaw's into the wall. Oh my God! Shell's in the wall on the safety car restart. Oh my God! I was thinking he started to the race straight. So I was telling Hamilton and Hadjar, and I was like, "Where's Shell?" Oh my God! Oh, there's no way. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Oh my God! No, no. The Monaco curse is back. It's fully, entirely, completely back. Oh my God! You cannot be serious. Oh, it's honestly it's kind of comical. Shaw into the final corner, can turn and boom and out of the race. Oh my God! I'm not even going to take the fucking blame. Oh, okay, that is really comical. Like I feel terrible for Shaw because it's his home race, and this is really funny. Actually, it's really, really fucking funny, and I cannot wait to see Matt Gallagher's reaction to this because oh my God, oh my God, guys, just guys. Oh God, this is tricky. Oh God, this is really tricky. This is one of the biggest stickers I've ever seen. Oh, there's no way. What? You have a safety car restart and you cause a safety car. Imagine being Charles Leclerc right now. I can't. I honestly I can't imagine it. Like already I'm just too depressed with my team. I think in a sense I'm just glad that Ferrari is also having some lows. This is one of the trickiest things I've ever done. But I think I've actually done it. Look at that. Look at that visor. Not bad, huh? This was a really tricky sticker. And by the way, you have three of them. No, you have two. You have two stickers. If you fuck up one, you actually have a second shot, so that's not bad. Oh my God. Okay, well, the visor. Wait, Russell failed to save the time penalty correctly. You might get another one then. Ooh, George. George. George in trouble. Okay, Hadjar is just going to get his podium for Red Bull here, despite all the issues he had. That's kind of nuts. All right, bag number 5. Can I finish it? I don't think I can finish it before the end of the race, but I'm going to try. We're going to see how far we get. I am going to finish this build, by the way. So after the race is done, I will stay here to finish the build. I will effectively give reflections, but oh my God. Time penalty to spare 5 seconds. Yeah, no, George has not served it yet. Simple as. But I do wonder if that time penalty is going to increase. Red flag! Shit! Shit! That goes against my prediction. Okay. But I am the king of jinxes. I am the absolute king of jinxes. Yesterday, before qualifying, I said, I'm backing Bortoletti to score big points. I think he's going to do really well. He won. He crashes. I said, I'm not going to be able to finish the build just now because we're almost at the end. And then I I think now with the red flag, I get to finish the build and I actually get to start Lando's potentially because it depends on how long the red flag goes. But all of this is because I said something and it's like, like the universe is not the full, it's the will of the force go against me. It is the will of the force to go against me this weekend. Fuck me. Oh, that is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Speeding in the pit lane for who's that? Gasly. Didn't Gasly already have that penalty? That's crazy. Maybe it was a different. Yeah, another 5 second penalty for Gasly. So that's 10 seconds on him already. Okay, that's not going well for Pierre. No, Pierre is actually having a really good race, and he's being fucked over by these stupid penalties. I still don't understand why everyone is just getting 5 second penalties. Okay, I really desperately need to take a quick pee break. I'll be right back. Well, so Gasly head in the pit lane here. Nuts. Hmm. All right. Well, back number five then. During this red flag, Hajar is in a really good spot. There's only 10 more laps. When they get restarted, it's going to be behind the safety car for a moment, and all that Hajar needs to do is just withstand the pressure from George behind. But George has a 5 second time penalty. Even if George gets through, and I don't think he will, it's fine. Oh, so there's just some shit at the side of the track. I truly did not expect a red flag throughout this race. And I honestly am a little surprised by the call, mate, but it's what it is. Oh, Max already went home. That's funny. Let's hear from Max. Oh, Leclerc fucked it into the wall because he does that. Yeah, plenty of time to vote driver of the day, huh? I would say Hajar at this point. For by the way, how is Shaw driver of the day when he fucked it into the wall? What I don't understand how driver of the day is even determined because both last year and this year, sometimes the vote is just stupid. It's like people don't even watch the race; they're just stupidly voting for whoever the fuck they think, um, whoever the fuck they want to vote for. Like the driver of the day is an absolute joke. Oh, the owner of Manchester United is a Mercedes fan. Okay, now I have more reason to dislike Mercedes. Gasly seems pissed off. It absolutely makes sense for Gasly to be pissed off. He's having a very good weekend, and it seems to just be undone by the penalties that he got. Hajar, safety car infringement. Oh boy, is that going to be another penalty? Bloody hell! This is an extremely, really difficult build. I got to be honest. Oh wait, it's the other way around. Hmm. There you are. People partying on the boats. Resumption order. Well, I mean that's pretty straightforward. It's just as it is. Kimmy, Lewis, Hajar, George, Gasly, Oscar. Who's 30? Who's the one? Who's the one behind Oscar? I think we're gonna have a rolling start. I don't think we're gonna go for a standing start. That would be kind of crazy. Though, if we want spectacle, let's go for a standing start. Push cars front in order. Oh, this is to unlap themselves. I think. No, Ruth, it's gonna be Kimmy. Come on, let's not kid ourselves. There's no way that Kimmy is losing this one. Oh shit! I've been jinxing things. Knock on wood. uh, God, I should really stop saying certain things. Drive-through penalty for George Russell. Oh boy! Well, Russell's race is ruined then because he has to serve that within 3 laps of the safety car restart, and he's probably going to serve it the very next, yeah, the very first moment he gets. Okay, jeez. And Hadjar are still under investigation. Wait. I'm not saying anything. I have been jinxing entirely too much. I'm not going to say anything, but put two and two together. Use your brain. I think people can figure out what I might be thinking here. But I've been the king of jinxes. Like I'm not going to jinx anything else. Drive-through penalty for George is huge. There, I need to just wait family. This is easily one of the best Monaco Grand Prix in recent history because it's just chaos. It's absolute fucking chaos. Okay, it's the best. It's probably the best one since 2022 because 2022 was pretty good. But yeah, 23 not the worst. 24 the worst. Last year, I mean, I enjoyed it because Lando won, but it was not the most exciting race. I will admit that for sure. And also, last year was a little bit shambolic in regards to the entire um, forced to make 2 pit stops throughout the race thing that was going on. Wait, Lewis Hamilton is gonna jump George? Oh my god, that is insane. That is insane. Yeah, Jolien, you're asking the question. Who will step up to that podium then, huh? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything. But who is there? Hmm? I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying anything. Oh, Lando. Lando's happy to be out of the race. Yeah, it was a chance. Lando, you are doing the best you can. There's no doubt that Lando is doing the best he can. Yeah, Alex, we have been waiting for a while now. We know that we're waiting. You don't have to tell us that we're waiting because we're still waiting on a restart moment. Oh, you narc, George, you narc. All right, Hajar is again under investigation for a safety car infringement. God. We're just getting a quick little recap of everyone who retired. Well, Lando, of course. Starting to look like something. No, 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 no. It's honestly a really, really challenging build, this one. It's like, oh, you like Formula One? Here, you got a nice little helmet. It's one of the most difficult sets I've ever built. Hamilton is under investigation for a safety car infringement. There are entirely too many investigations going. But okay, Hamilton is also looking at another penalty. This is chaos. Oh, I definitely missed. Oh, I definitely missed something. Oh dear. Oh shit. Race resumes in 10 minutes. Okay. What's this? Oh, this sucks. It's really just this. Like this is all backup pieces, but these cannot be backup pieces. It's 17:12, so it's 11 minutes, by the way. Like I know I'm 20 seconds behind, but that's about the extent of it. There. Okay, this is actually not the worst mistake I could have made. It's a pretty easy fix. Hungary. Hungary is in almost 2 months, Julian. And yes, I'm making a joke. Yeah, safety car infringement for Hamilton. They're looking at it. All right, cool. So, doing pretty good. It's just the back now that I don't have just yet. Right, final bag number 6. I am going to finish the build, but I'm not going to do anything about Lando's helmet. I think this that might that's supposed to be a tricky build for sure. 9 minutes to the restart. Oscar is putting on his. Huh? Ah, and speaking of Oscar, I finally get to build him. It's also nice. All right. Let's go. Yeah. George Russell definitely has a drive-through penalty. That's crazy. And then he also has a 5 second penalty too. Oh no, wait, the 5 second is because of the drive-through is because he didn't serve the 5 second penalty. So there's that. It is pretty crazy that you are forced to make your time penalty during a pit stop sequence. Like you can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to do it. I'll take it at the end of the race." It's like, no, you have to. Do we have to hear from Stroll? All right. I feel that a standing start is very chaotic, but you know what? Why not? Let's have a bit of chaos. Okay, Alex, you were not alive during the races that you're describing. By the way, there's a team radio for Oscar, and we're not hearing it because Shaw is having his interview where he's just not happy. By the way, the instructions are not very good here. Like, it's a part that you have to put together, and it's not very well put together according to the instructions, as far as I'm concerned. It's just weird. Race restart in 10 seconds. All right. Let's see if we're actually going to get a rolling start or a standing start. It might be a standing start, by the way. We have green. By the way, where's the safety car? No, there's the safety car. Wow, that was actually quite a gap. Oh, this is interesting. We got a Lego tile. I was not expecting that. Ajar is leaving massive gaps. Okay. What a narc. What an absolute narc. I'm slow. I don't have enough power, is what Hajar is saying. All right, so we are officially on the safety car conditions. These laps count towards the Grand Prix. No further action on the safety car infringement from Hamilton. So Hamilton is in the clear. Hamilton will just keep second place. Cool. Standing start. Oh boy, that is chaos. This is definite chaos. Still broken up? What is broken up? Oh, breaking up in terms of the track. Okay. By the way, is the start going to be now, or are we going to have another lap behind the safety car? Yeah, we're going to have a standing start right now. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see how it goes. God, this is exciting. Lap 70 of 78. We are lining up on the grid. Everyone is slotting into their grid spot, wherever that is. The Bortoletto is rolling, and he is in his slot now. All right, restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Go. Hamilton has a good start. Azar has a really bad restart. Russell is really slow here. Oh, what the hell? Russell is backing everyone up here. Oh, this is really tight. Oh boy! Oh, that's sign. Signs was yeeted into the wall. Hulkenberg is in 10th now. Well, George is really slow here. Oh boy. Science is not pointing the right way, and Science is parking up his car and is like, "Nah, I'm not doing this." Oh my god, that's chaos. Why is George dropping back so much? It's crazy. Oh dear. Hulkenberg is trying to overtake here. Yeah, Hulkenberg will have to give that position back to Albon. Russell makes his drive-through penalty right now. That's our red flag infringement. Okay, interesting. That's our no further action on the safety car infringement for Hadjar, but he still has another infringement. An investigation after the race for the. Oh, okay, boy. Okay, but that's stupid because Hadjar will inherit the podium from Gasly as it stands. Solve it now, otherwise you're going to have Hadjar on the podium, and then it's going to be stripped away. Like, guys. Oh, that's how Colapinto collected signs. Jesus. I think Colapinto is going to get a penalty for that. By the way, Paris is in 11th. If something else happens in front of Paris, Cadillac could get their first point. Just putting that out there. Still no power, according to Hadjar. The thing though is you're at Monaco, you have a few laps left, and you could get a podium here. Wait, what? My God, are you kidding me? Perez again out of position at the start. That's oh my God. I've never seen so many penalties in a race. This is absolutely insane. Kimmy puts in the fastest lap for fun. Oh, the final lap. Oh, Oscar minifigure. And we are on the final lap, and I've completed the build. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. There you go. That is the helmet. Antonelli takes Raskas, goes onto the start finish straight. Kimi Antonelli wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Well done. Hamilton, couple of seconds behind, comes in second. Gasly is a bit further behind and is not going to be on the podium. Despite his best efforts, is not going to be on the podium because he has a 10-second total penalty. So Hadjar inherits a podium here, but Hadjar is under investigation. Oscar actually finished fourth. However, if Hadjar gets a penalty, Oscar inherits a podium. This is the exact reason that investigating it after the session is absolute fucking horseshit. Investigate it now. Make sure that you get the right person on the podium because Oscar could be on the podium here. Either way, Lawson and Lindblad, massive performance from RB. Gasly does get seventh place, so that's commendable. Albon, eighth. Hulkenberg, ninth. And Ocon, 10th. Absolute chaos. Crazy results. This is what we're ending up with at the end of it. Hey, you did well, Lewis. You did well. There's no stopping. There's absolutely no stopping Mercedes this year. That's just the gist of it. 10-second time penalty for Hulkenberg. That drops him. Oh, Alonso could get a point here. Oh, that's insane. That is insane. Why does it have to be so difficult? Why does it have to be so difficult? Race this race had everything. This is one of the most entertaining Monaco Grand Prix I've ever watched. And that does beat 2022, by the way. Because 22 was insane. But this is one of the absolute craziest Monaco Grand Prix I've ever seen. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. I'm like, this Monaco Grand Prix is going to be boring. No, for a Monaco Grand Prix, this was one of the best ones ever. For a regular Formula One race, there were boring moments, but the absolute that's everything. Lewis congratulates Kimmy. Well, I'm just backing up the backs. Oh my god, I've been live for almost 3 hours. Yeah, Kimmy's happy with that one. Celebrate, Kimmy. Enjoy the moment. Seriously, as it stands, Cadillac has their first point. DC going to host the interview. Hajar. It was 10 seconds for Pierre. Lewis. Wow. Wow. Kimi is doing an amazing job. George, not so much. Enjoy, Lewis. Kimmy is so happy. Of course, it's the youngest ever Monaco Grand Prix winner. Last year, geez. Well, as we're waiting for a moment, let me react to the cool down room. A lot of wins. Why? Why are we not hearing it? Why are we not hearing what they're saying? Provisional top. Paris is in the points. Cadillac gets their first point as it stands provisionally. But the thing is, there are two drivers in the top 10 who could still lose their position because they're under investigation. One of them is Hadjar, and one of them is Paris. And we'll see how that goes. But if Hadjar loses the podium to Oscar, I'm going to be pissed because, like, Oscar doesn't get to celebrate a podium for the 1000th race of McLaren. Like, that's absolutely shambolic. If that happens, seriously. Oh yeah, once again, let's have Kim Kardashian. Right, as we're preparing for the podium, the build is officially finished, as you can see. So, the visor with OKX, Oscar's number, and of course a couple of sponsors along the front. 1000th Grand Prix. There's something else here. A number. I'm not sure what that number is. 1963, the year that McLaren started, was founded by Bruce McLaren. It actually says Bruce McLaren on the side. Then again, on the back, you have 81, the 1000. Then over here, yeah, is this cheeky. There's a Lego head. I don't know if that's in the actual helmet, but you do have a Lego minifigure head here, so that's cute. A couple of stars. I think it's for Australia. Oscar, OP, his minifigure, and the plaque at the front with this autograph. Let's show the minifigure for a moment. Dual molded arms and legs actually. So this was a very challenging build, a very technical and challenging build. But It makes sense considering all the difficult angles that you have to get into to put everything on there to make sure that it sticks well and that you can move it and that it doesn't just fall apart. All right. Anyway, the podium: Hadjar third, Lewis second, Kimi first, and I still have the feeling that Oscar might inherit the podium after Hadjar gets a penalty. But we'll see about that in like a couple of hours. Wait, we're not having the anthem first? Where's the anthem? Oh, right. I know why we're waiting on the anthem. Because they have the live band play it. That's one of the things that they do in Monaco. And I honestly don't fully understand why they do the live anthem being played by the band. Because in the past, they have not played particularly well at times with certain anthems. All right. Well, give me with this trophy. Oh, that's actually Toto on the podium for a change. Her Serene Highness, Princess Charlene of Monaco. I love these titles. Cracks me up. This is the, this guy's just or like no title sign, and no like breaker of chains, mother of dragons, that kind of stuff. No, no, no. It's just the guy. President of the Automobile Club of Monaco, the Constructors Trophy. So are we gonna have the anthem now? Yeah. And now we play the anthem live, and I really hope the band has practiced. It sounds terrible. I got to be honest. Like, yeah, no. All due respect to the band, I can only imagine that they are very talented, but it just doesn't sound particularly good. And I don't think they should be doing it like this. But that's my opinion. You know, you may disagree. It's fine. Oh, oh, I fucked this one up. Damn it! I messed it up. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, I'm fucking everything up here. That's awesome. All right, there you go. That's how it should look at the bottom there. Kimmy is just all smiles. He's just so happy to be up there. Lewis, get your trophy. The champagne. Absolutely insane race. Both Kimmy and Lewis going after Toto. That's fun. All right. Well, that is where I am going to end the stream. So that was crazy. This is my longest live stream on this channel. Not on my other channel. I have longer live streams. But yeah, the helmet at the very least is done. So that's cool. Absolutely chaotic race. Thank you, everyone who joined me throughout the stream today. Blah, I can't talk anymore. I need to chill. I need rest. So thank you. If you joined me, if you're watching this after the fact, please leave a like and a comment with your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Formula One, 2, and 3 content. And of course, until the next time, take care.